All right, get ready to dive into something special today. We're heading to the sunny shores of Marbella, talking luxury villas, personalized service, and a roadmap that makes buying property abroad feel like, well, a dream vacation.
Exactly. And the company making those Marbella dreams come true is Elite Villas.
They're a boutique real estate agency, right?
You got it. They specialize in making the entire buying process smooth and enjoyable, especially for Scandinavian buyers. They have this fascinating six-step buying roadmap.
I love the idea of a roadmap. It just makes the whole process seem so much less, I don't know, daunting, especially when you're buying property in another country.
It absolutely does. And Elite Villas starts this journey by focusing on, well, you.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So before they even think about showing you properties, they have this in-depth initial consultation.
So it's all about figuring out what you want, what you're looking for, and what your dream Marbella life looks like.
Exactly. It's like, what's your vision? What are your must-haves?
Yeah, this consultation, this can be done virtually or in person, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Whether you're still back in Scandinavia or already enjoying the Marbella sunshine, Elite Villas makes it work.
That's really convenient. So I guess this is where you talk about things like budget, location preferences.
Yeah, all of that. Do you
Yeah.
picture yourself in the hills near a golf course or right on the beachfront? It's all about painting that picture.
This is where you start bringing those Marbella daydreams to life.
Exactly. And what's interesting is that Elite Villas uses all this information to create a curated portfolio of properties.
Wait, a curated portfolio, what does that mean? Are they doing something different than just sending me a bunch of generic listings?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They've developed relationships and have access to some really exclusive properties in Marbella.
Exclusive, like properties you wouldn't find just browsing online.
Exactly. We're talking hidden gems, those off-market listings that haven't even hit the market yet.
Wow, that's incredible. That's a huge advantage. It's like having a secret pass to the best properties in Marbella. So when I'm at home in, say, Sweden, daydreaming about those sunny skies, how do I actually get to experience these properties?
Well, that's where Elite Villas goes above and beyond. They offer these incredibly detailed virtual tours.
Like high-quality walkthroughs where I can really see the property.
Yes, you can explore every corner, you can get a feel for the space and layout, you can even see those amazing views.
Okay, so even if I can't hop on a plane right away, I can still get a real sense of what these properties are like.
Exactly. And if you happen to be in Marbella already, they go a step further and arrange personalized on-site visits.
They actually take you to see these properties in person.
Yeah, and they pair you with an agent who's a local expert, so you can walk through those villas, really soak in the atmosphere.
It's like having a personal guide to show you the best Marbella. So far, so good. But let's be real for a second. Buying property, especially in another country, can be a little, well, intimidating.
Oh, for sure.
What happens when we get to the more, I don't know, serious stuff? Like all the legal and financial aspects of buying property.
You're right, and that's where the next steps in Elite Villas' roadmap come in. And it's actually what makes their approach so valuable. They recognize that those legal and financial details can feel overwhelming, so they've designed their process to make it as smooth and transparent as possible.
Okay, so tell me, how do they handle that?
Well, first off, they connect you with top-notch lawyers.
Okay, so these are lawyers who specialize in Spanish real estate law.
Exactly.
So I don't have to worry about trying to figure out all the legal jargon or whether I'm doing everything correctly.
Not at all. They've got you covered.
Okay, that takes a lot of pressure off. But what about the financial side of things? I mean, mortgages, international transactions, all of that can be a bit of a headache.
Absolutely. But Elite Villas has you covered there too. They have this network of trusted financial advisors and mortgage brokers who can help you navigate all those complexities.
So they can help me figure out the best way to finance my purchase in Spain.
Exactly. And they can help you get the best possible deal.
I'm starting to get the feeling that Elite Villas is much more than just a real estate agency. It's like that they offer this complete concierge service, taking care of all those stressful aspects of buying property.
That's a great way to put it. Their goal is to empower you, the buyer, with knowledge and support at every step. They want you to feel confident and excited about your investment.
I can definitely see the appeal of that approach. But wait, there's more to this roadmap, right? 2 more steps to go.
You bet. And those next 2 steps focus on the negotiation and closing process.
Okay, I am definitely intrigued. We've only scratched the surface of this buying roadmap, and I can't wait to hear more.
We'll dive into those final steps after a quick break, so stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere. There's much more to uncover. All right, we're back, and we're ready to dive into the final stages of Elite Villas' 6-step buying roadmap. So far, we've covered a lot from those personalized consultations and curated property portfolios to those incredible virtual tours and the on-the-ground expertise you get with the site visits. And of course, we can't forget about the legal and financial guidance they provide.
Absolutely. They make those potentially tricky parts of the process feel a lot less daunting, that's for sure.
Definitely. But we left off at a pretty exciting point in the roadmap, right? Like what happens when you found that perfect property and you're ready to make an offer?
Okay, so that's where step 5 comes into play. Negotiation and offer submission. And this is where Elite Villas' real expertise shines, I think.
I was going to say, it seems like there's a lot more to this step than just, filling out some forms.
Oh, absolutely. They've got a very strategic approach, and it's all about getting you the best possible deal.
So they're not just handing over a standard contract and saying, sign here.
No, not at all. It's much more personalized than that. They use their deep understanding of the Marbella market, their negotiation skills, and really their dedication to their clients to craft a compelling offer. They're basically your advocate during the negotiation process.
So they're really working for you to ensure you get the best possible price and terms.
Precisely. It's like having a personal negotiator on your side, someone who knows the ins and outs of the market and can navigate those complexities for you. And I think this is especially valuable for Scandinavian buyers, who might not be as familiar with the Spanish property market.
It definitely takes a lot of the pressure off knowing you have someone experienced looking out for your best interest.
Exactly. So let's say the offer is accepted. You're popping champagne, celebrating. What happens next? Does Elite Villas just hand you the keys and say, see you later?
Right, like good luck figuring out the rest.
No, not at all. This is where step 6 comes in. Closing and after-sales support.
Okay, so tell me about that. What does that stage of the process involve?
So it's all about ensuring a seamless transition into your new Marbella life. They handle all the nitty-gritty details of the closing process, from coordinating the final contracts and the property transfer to even helping set up utilities and things like that.
So they really take care of everything.
Yeah, they basically act as your personal concierge, making sure the transition is as smooth and stress-free as possible. And this is where their focus on Scandinavian buyers really goes above and beyond what you might expect from a typical real estate agency.
Oh, wait, I'm really intrigued. What do they do specifically for Scandinavian buyers at this stage?
Well, they recognize that moving to a new country, even a beautiful one like Spain, comes with its own set of challenges.
Oh, absolutely. Even little things like figuring out the local services can be a headache.
Exactly. So, Elite Villas has cultivated this whole network of Scandinavian providers in Marbella. So, you have access to people who speak your language and understand your cultural background. We're talking about home insurance, interior designers, even things like solar panel installation.
Wow, that's really impressive. It's taking that concierge service to a whole other level.
It really is. They're not just helping you find a property, they're helping you create a life in Marbella.
Okay, so we've walked through all 6 steps of Elite Villa's roadmap now, and it's clear they've created something really special, a truly personalized approach to buying property in Marbella. But, I'm curious, how does this boutique model, with its emphasis on individual attention and tailored service, compare to the way real estate is traditionally done?
That's a great question. The traditional model often involves juggling multiple agents, sifting through tons of listings, and facing a mountain of paperwork. And it can feel a bit overwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, especially if you're buying in a foreign country where you might not be familiar with all the processes and legalities.
Exactly. And I think Elite Villas has really flipped the script with their approach. They've taken a complex process and turned it into a really curated and supported experience. And I think it really speaks to a shift we're seeing in the luxury market.
Oh, how so?
People are craving that personalized touch, that sense of being guided and cared for throughout the journey. They don't just want a transaction, they want an experience.
That makes a lot of sense. And it seems like Elite Villas is at the forefront of that trend. So for our listeners out there who might be considering buying property in Marbella, especially our Scandinavian friends, what would you say are the key takeaways from this deep dive?
I think the biggest takeaway is that buying property abroad doesn't have to be a daunting or stressful experience. With the right guidance and support, it can be a really enjoyable and fulfilling adventure.
And it sounds like Elite Villas is a great example of how that can be done right. Their 6-step roadmap provides that clear framework. Their personalized service takes care of the details and those potential headaches. And their network of Scandinavian providers makes settling into your new Marbella life so much easier.
Exactly. They've really thought of everything.
So if you're looking for a seamless, stress-free, and truly enjoyable buying experience, Elite Villas is definitely worth checking out. Who knows? Your Marbella dream home might be closer than you think.
All it takes is that first step.
That's right. And until next time, happy house hunting.